Welcome back, kids. Till now, it must be clear to you that we have to come out from our comfort zone and try to explore the possibilities available to us. To take first step is difficult, my dear kids, but once taken, we can excel in our lives. Kids, today we are going to discuss the exercises given after lesson number 4. The name of the chapter is King and the Parrot, and they are given from page number 28 to page number 34. So let's get started. First exercises for your oral. Read aloud. Fine? Read these words aloud. Follow the pronunciation. Meanings of these words have already been discussed while explaining the chapter, my dear children. So our first word is neighboring. Repeat after me. Neighboring. Next one, doubtful. Doubtful. Courage. Courage. Possibilities. Possibilities. Next, we have two questions for oral discussion. First one is, what did the host king present to his guest king? Do you remember? Yes, two parrots, two lovely parrots. So the answer will be the host king presented two lovely parrots to his guest. And the next one, who was able to make the second parrot fly? Can you answer? Yeah, the poor farmer was able to make the second parrot fly. Next question is multiple choice questions. Tick the correct answer in each. First sentence is, the king called the best trainer to dash. Why did the king call the best trainer? You have to think. Teach the parrots to speak, train the parrots, or make them sing sweet. Think about the answer. Yes, to train the parrots. Next sentence. The surprise that the king had the next morning was that. Remember which surprise did the prince get next morning? The parrot was ill? No, not at all. The parrot was flying. And the third option is the parrot was missing. No, the parrot was flying. That's the correct answer. And the third one, the parrot had the qualities to fly, but it did not have dash, courage, proper wings, or knowledge of where to fly. Yes, what's the answer? Yes, you are correct. It's courage. Next is reference to the context given just below think and answer on page number 29. And the question is, read this sentence and answer the questions that follow. Children, a sentence from the text is given to you and the sentence is, the bird is still not moving from its branch. Now, who said this to whom? Can you remember? The king says this line to all the bird trainers. When the bird was not flying, king called all the bird trainers and then he said this line. Next one, which bird is being talked about? Which one? The second parrot is being talked about. The second one who was not flying from its branch. The second one, first was flying high, but the second one was not flying. So we are talking about that bird. Next one, why does the speaker say still? Can you tell? The speaker says still as several attempts have been made to make the parrot fly. And after making those several attempts, still the parrot was not flying, okay? And the last one is, what happens next in the story? A poor farmer comes to offer his services to the king. After this sentence, a poor farmer came and he offered his services to the king. Now open your books on page number 31, grammar, and the topic we are going to do now is nouns. Children, we know noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing, or sometimes it's also a name of a group or a idea. So types of nouns, you have done 4 types of nouns. Let's recall those. First one is common noun. Common noun is a name of person, place, animal or thing of same kind, same community. For example, girl, city, dog, cold drink, etc. But proper nouns is a name of a special person, place, animal or thing that makes that person separates from the whole community. For example, Rita, Daily, Tony, Coca-Cola, etc. Fine. So collective noun, it's a name given to group of persons, animals or things. When a group is there and we give them a one name, then it's known as collective nouns. For example, class, class of students, group of students is known as class. Bunch, fine, group of keys or group of grapes is known as bunch. Flock, group of sheep is known as flock. Team, group of players is known as team. And the last one is abstract noun. It's a name of a quality, feeling or idea. The nouns which cannot be seen through our eyes, fine, but they can be felt. For example, truth, beauty, honesty, etc. Yes, exercise A. Underline the nouns in the following sentences and identify their types. First sentence is, Sheila is kind towards the sick and the poor. Now we have to underline nouns first of all. Nouns of a name of a person you have already done. So here name of a person is Sheila. Fine. So we'll write Sheila and in front of Sheila we'll write proper noun. This is the correct way to attempt this question. Please don't write like Sheila and above Sheila you will write proper noun. That's the wrong way. Always attempt the question in this manner. Then sick. Sick is abstract noun. You cannot see a sick. Fine. You can see sick person. Similarly, poor. Poor can't be seen. Fine, a poor person can be seen. So they are abstract nouns. Next one, my friend welcomed me with a beautiful bouquet. Now friends, name of person but not special. So it's a common noun. And one more is there, that's bouquet, group of flowers. Bouquet is group of flowers. That's why bouquet is a collective noun. Our next sentences, the Taj Mahal is a very famous monument. Children, here we have two nouns, both are names of places. First one is Taj Mahal. It's a special name given to a monument. So Taj Mahal is a proper noun. And second one is monument. Monument is not a special name. It's common for all monuments. That's why monument is a common noun. Next one, Raj is afraid of cats. Now we have name of a person, Raj. So Raj is your noun and Raj is a special name. That's why it's a proper noun. Second one is cats. Cats is common noun because cat word is given to whole cat community. So that's why cats is common noun. Next one, Mr. Mohan is an honest police officer. Here, Mr. Mohan given a special name to a person, Mr. Mohan. So, Mr. Mohan is a proper noun. Police officer given to the whole community, the whole police fraternities. That's why police officer is a common noun. Next one, the team of players is waiting for the match to begin. Now team of players, group of players. That's why team is a collective noun. Players is a common noun because it's given to the whole player community. Fine. Team is a collective noun. Players is common noun. One more is their match. Match is also common noun given to all the matches. So that's why match common noun. As we have discussed types of nouns, our next question is pick the common nouns and proper nouns from the box and write them in suitable boxes. And the words given in a help box are Delhi, mobile, Ganges, Weber, student, field. So we have two boxes here. One common noun, another is proper noun. So our first word is Delhi, special name of a place, so we'll put it under proper noun. Next one, mobile, given to all mobiles, mobile community, so that's why common noun. Ganges, special name given to all the tributaries. Fine, and when all the tributaries meet Ganga, then it becomes Ganges. Next word is Vaibhav, special name of a person, that's why proper noun. Student, common name given to the whole student fraternity. Field, field is again a common noun, a name given to all the fields, the whole community, that's why it's a common noun. Next, noun number. Children, nouns can be categorized according to their number also. They are of two types. First one is a noun that refers to one person, one place, one animal or one thing. They are known as singular nouns. But a noun, when it refers to more than one person, place, animal or thing, they are known as plural noun. It's very simple as you people are doing it from class 1 onwards. So let's do one exercise related to this. Complete the following table with suitable singular or plural nouns. A table is given to you. A and B, two columns have been given, and blank spaces are given to you. We will fill those blank spaces accordingly. Tooth, singular word is given to us, so we'll write its plural, and the plural is teeth. Next, plural is given. Keys, so singular of keys will be key. One key, many keys. Similarly, singular of house is house, and plural will be houses. Next one, apples, singular will be apple. Exercise B is also based on singular nouns as well as plural nouns. Tick the correct options. First one, the plural of ox is, whether it will be oxes or oxen. No, my dear children, the plural of ox is not oxes, it's oxen. Oxes is incorrect. Fine. Second one, the plural of sheep is, never put s after sheep. The plural of sheep remains sheep. It never changes. Next, the singular of shelves is, plural is given to you. What will be the singular? It's shelf or shelf. Yes, it's shelf. When you add shelf into plural, it becomes shelves. Noun possession is not in your syllabus. Next question is nouns gender. Nouns can be divided into four categories according to their gender. First one is feminine gender. Feminine gender always refer to female, ladies, women, girl, queen, peahen, etc. Then comes masculine gender. Masculine gender are those who refer to males. For example, king, boy, peacock, man, etc. Next is common gender. Common gender, both, it's used for both male or female. You cannot make out whether it's a male or a female. For example, baby, you can't tell whether the baby is a girl or a baby is a boy. Doctor, again, very difficult to tell whether the doctor is a male or a female. So the nouns which are used for both males and females are known as common genders. Baby, doctor, child, student. And the last one is neuter gender. Neuter gender refers to non-living things. For example, pen, knife, door. That means the things which have no sense. Now children, very easy way to remember. M starts, masculine gender starts from M. So it refers for males starting with M. Feminine gender starts from F. So they refers to the gender that belong to females. Again, it starts from F. Common gender starts from C. So they are common for male and female. Similarly, neuter gender starts from N and they represent non-living things. N again. So an exercise based on noun gender. Pick nouns from the box given below and write them in correct boxes. So the help boxes: boy, girl, student, table, book, friend, ma'am, sir, poetess, child, goose and wall. So we have four types of gender: masculine, feminine, common and neuter. Fine. So let's go to the first word, boy. Boy stands for a male, so we'll put it under masculine. Again, girl. Girl stands for a female, so feminine gender. Student, can you make out whether student is a girl or a boy? No? So that means it's common. So it is common. Table, non-living thing, so a neuter gender. Similarly, book, non-living thing, so neuter gender. Friend, friend, again we cannot make out whether a friend is a male or a female, so common gender. Then comes madam. It represents female, so feminine gender. Sir, male, that's why masculine gender. Poetess, female, feminine gender. Child, common, maybe a boy, maybe a girl, maybe a male, maybe a female, common gender. Goose, goose is feminine gender, and the masculine of goose is gander. Goose is a kind of a bird, pigeon. Wall, non-living thing, that's why neuter gender. Learn new words. Learn new words help to improve our vocabulary. Find the opposites of the words given in the boxes from the grid. I have not prepared a grid that you can do on your own. I'll just give you the words and their opposites. You may write in front of those and then you may find, or you may find from the grid and then you may write, vice versa. You can do both ways. First word is sweet, and the opposite of sweet here, it's bitter, but you can also find sour. Sour is also the opposite of sweet. Then second words, happy. Here you will find the opposite, sad. Cruel, the opposite of cruel is kind. Slow, fast. The word is many and the opposite is few. And the last word is heavy and the opposite is light. The last exercise that we have to do is choose suitable words from the given boxes and fill in the blanks. And the first one is, Delhi is dash famous or well known for its historical monuments. Children, famous word is used for places and well known generally used for persons. Here Delhi is a place, so we'll write famous, not well known. Okay, well known will be used with persons. Fine. Next one, Rohan Dash told or said me that he had planned to go abroad for work. Now remember, here Rohan told. Why told? Because if you will add said, you have to use two prepositions. Said to me. You can't use said alone. You have to add two prepositions, but that's missing. That's why told. Told means bataya. Rohan told. Next one is, I want to stay at dash, home or house, and bake a cake. There's a difference between a home and a house. House is just a place, a building made up of bricks and cement. But home is a house where a family stays happily. So where would you like to stay, a house or a home? Obviously home, where your family also lives. Next one is, Seema Dash lived or stayed at resort on the top of the hill for a week. Children, lived is for permanent and stayed temporary basis. And obviously Seema went to a resort, so she will not live there. She'll stay there. So that's why we have added stayed. And next is, my younger sister Dash watches or sees cartoon films every Saturday. You always watches carefully. When you look at something very carefully, that becomes watches. So my younger sister watches cartoon films every Saturday. I hope everything is clear related to the exercises given after the chapter King and the Parrot. Now children, complete your back exercises with the pencil. Don't use a pen as pens spoils the books. Fine? So don't use a pen. And we have discussed all the topics in detail during our live classes. So practice them properly. Thanks for watching. Keep learning, keep going. Stay happy, stay safe. Bye bye. Take care.